Okay, we have another trader question. To those traders who have achieved success, what pivotal moment enabled you to gain command over your emotions? I have a solid grasp of technical analysis, but my emotions and self-control tend to undermine me, particularly on days with limited market movement like today. Especially when I have idle time at work and find myself sitting in front of screens, resulting in impulsive trades driven by boredom. I have been involved in options and future trading for slightly over a year, and I understand that I will likely require a significant amount of additional time to obtain profitability. However, apart from journaling and meditation, both of which I have started doing, I would greatly appreciate your additional tips or techniques from fellow traders. Thank you. Okay, so let's break this down. What pivotal moment enabled you to gain command over your emotions? I believe that tipping point happens after a certain amount of butt time in the seat. I believe they said they've only been trading a year. Often you haven't blown enough accounts yet to get sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over. Some people have to put their hand on the gas stove. Some people have to pee on the electric fence to say, enough is enough. I'm finally going to stop doing X. What is that X for you? Now, this is about emotions. So one of the things that I tell my traders is be mindful of the accumulation of negative emotion. That starts with not losing too much money. Let's be honest. When you hit a certain point, you tilt. And what you have to do is you have to know, and I go over this in the leverage matrix if you're interested in that. What is the number that when you lose that amount, you just say, screw it, whatever happens, just blow it? What is that number? We want to stay way away from that number. Okay? You know what that number is. And then what I want to know is a little bit smaller. What is the number that if you lose it on a single trade, you go crazy? Now, that gives us our threshold. So let's just use a number. If you lose $150, you start going crazy on a trade. Don't judge it. There's different people at different levels. For some people, that number is 1,500. Probably for institutional traders, I might be 150,000. I don't know. But pick your number, $150. You kind of go crazy. Well, I'm going to recommend that your maximum loss per trade is now 75. So now you're half that. So what that does, it helps stop the accumulation of negative emotions. So you lost half the amount that tends to make you go crazy. Heck, maybe even make it $50. Bring it down even a little further. And now with that number, I know everything about my leverage. Any trade that I enter, I know I cannot lose more than $50. That could be one MES contract with a 10-point stop loss. And by the way, one of my mentors told me that, George, if you can't trade with a 10-point stop loss, you're probably trading with too much leverage. Something interesting. So know what that number is to stop the accumulation of negative emotions from losses. And then there's additional rules that I tend to put in place. I'll just share one of them. For example, I never move my stop loss further away that would cause me to incur a larger loss than that number I had picked. So if I had picked $50, I will never move my stop to where my loss could be more than $50. You simply refuse to do it. You deserve better than that, and your family deserves better than that. So the accumulation of emotions are critical, and that starts with knowing proper risk management. Then this trader says, but my emotions and self-control tend to undermine me, particularly on limited market movement. So small range days, this person should not be trading. Close your DOM, remove your hand off the mouse, and stop trading. That is not the market environment for you, because apparently when the market is chopping, you start doing trades that are not part of your trade plan, assuming you have a trade plan. Boredom trades is real. I find myself, if I'm sitting here staring at the charts, you get numb and you just start trading. And you look back and go, that wasn't even a trade. What was I doing? You don't put yourself in that position, much like an alcoholic doesn't go sit in a bar. That if the market is in a tight range for this particular trader, you need to not be looking at the chart. Show some self-control by removing yourself from the environment. Get out of the bar. That's all. Recognizing that what the market is presenting you isn't what you're interested in. It's like if you're out somewhere and someone comes up and offers you drugs. Is that something you're interested in? You just say no. The market's a drug. And you want that hit often. And you have to control that. Know when the right trading environment exists for your trading. And when the environment you go, no, thank you, not interested, bye. Okay? This person's been involved in trading for a little over a year. You still need more seat time. More seat time. I'm just reading journaling and meditation. Sure, all of that is helpful, especially having a written out trade plan where you know, here's all my leverage that I'm willing to take based off trade, based off trend. Here's the 3 to 5 setups I am looking for, and I'm not going to take anything outside of those 3 to 5 setups. But the main thing about the emotions is for you, for this person here, the market is choppy. You know you should be out. It's a limited range. You should be out. Close your DOM. Show some control. To be a professional trader requires control. And you have to tell the little child within you, sit down, shut up, and this is what we're going to do. You don't get to do whatever you want whenever you want, because what you want to do doesn't always work. Know what environments you trade best in and stick with those environments. And one additional thing. When George wants to make a trade that George wants to make that is not a core strategy trade, I lose. George trades stink, but the trades I teach at boot camp work really well. And you'll find the same thing is probably true for you. If your name is Matt, well, Matt trades stinks. But if Matt sticks to the core strategies during the optimal times to trade, Matt will do very well. So, make sure you have 3 to 5 trades you can rely upon that work well in the environment that the market is presenting you, and you trade like Iceman from Top Gun. That's an old school reference. But you want to be ice cold and just trade your trade plan in the environment that those trades work best for. Okay, have a great day trading.